I still remember the day my best friend, Joe, came to me and said, "Walter, I'm scared. I don't know how much longer I can keep going." We were sitting on the porch of my family's old farmhouse in rural Illinois, watching the sun set over the fields we used to work together. I was taken aback by his words, and I didn't know how to respond. "My name is Walter. I'm 78 years old, and I've learned a thing or two about getting old, and I want to share one important lesson with you, one that I wish someone had told me when I was younger." It was the summer of 1965, and I was 22 years old, working on my family's farm in a small town called Oakdale. I had just gotten married to my high school sweetheart, Emily, and we were expecting our first child. Life was good, but it was also tough, with long hours and hard work from dawn till dusk. My father was getting older, and I was taking on more responsibilities on the farm. One day, my father called me into his office and told me that he was going to have to sell some of our land to pay off some debts. I was devastated. I had always dreamed of taking over the farm and expanding it, not selling it off piece by piece. I remember feeling so angry and helpless. I didn't know what to do. I started working even longer hours, trying to come up with a way to save the farm, but it seemed like no matter what I did, things just kept getting worse. My relationship with my father started to suffer. We were always arguing about something, and Emily was getting worried about me. She could see the stress and tension building up inside me. But here is what I never told anyone. I was so focused on saving the farm that I started to neglect my family. I was barely spending any time with Emily and our baby, and when I did, I was distant and preoccupied. One day, my father sat me down and told me that he had made up his mind. He was going to sell the farm to a big corporation, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. I was heartbroken. I felt like I had failed my family and myself. I didn't speak to my father for weeks, and my relationship with Emily started to fall apart. But then something changed. I realized that I had been so focused on the farm that I had forgotten what was truly important, my family. I started to make amends. I began to spend more time with Emily and our child, and I started to repair my relationship with my father. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I learned a valuable lesson that summer, one that has stayed with me my whole life, that getting old is not just about accumulating years. It's about accumulating wisdom, and wisdom is about knowing what's truly important. But here is what I never told anyone. It took me a long time to come to terms with what happened, to forgive myself and my father. It took me a long time to realize that getting old is not just about looking back. It's about looking forward and being present in the moment. As I look back on my life, I realized that I was so lucky to have had the experiences I had, the triumphs and the failures, the joys and the sorrows. And I realized that Joe, my best friend, was right to be scared. Getting old can be scary, but it can also be beautiful. I still remember the day Joe came to me and said, "Walter, I'm scared. I don't know how much longer I can keep going." And I told him, "Joe, you're not alone. We're all in this together, and we'll face whatever comes next together." And that's the truth. That's what I've learned, that getting old is not just about us. It's about the people we love and the relationships we build. So if you want to hear more stories like this, if you want to learn from my experiences, and if you want to be a part of a community that values wisdom and relationships, then please subscribe to my channel. As I reflect on the journey that has brought me to this moment, I am reminded of the countless individuals who have touched my life in profound ways. My grandmother, who taught me the importance of resilience and adaptability, my parents, who showed me the value of hard work and dedication, and my friends, who have been a constant source of support and encouragement. Each of these relationships has played a significant role in shaping me into the person I am today, and I am grateful for the lessons they have taught me. One of the most significant lessons I've learned is the importance of empathy and compassion. As we age, we often face challenges that can be difficult to navigate, and it's during these times that we need the support of those around us. I remember when my grandmother was struggling with dementia, and my family had to come together to care for her. It was a difficult time, but it also brought us closer together as a family. We learned to appreciate the little things, to cherish the moments we had with her, and to support each other through the tough times. As I look back on that experience, I realize that it taught me the value of being present for others. In a world that is increasingly fast-paced and technology-driven, it's easy to get caught up in our own lives and forget about the people around us. But I've learned that it's the simple acts of kindness, the listening ear, and the comforting presence that can make all the difference in someone's life. And it's not just about being there for others, but also about allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and open with those around us. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about human connection. It's a two-way street. When we open ourselves up to others, we not only receive support and comfort, but we also give it. We create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that can spread far and wide. And as we age, I believe that this is one of the most important things we can focus on: building and nurturing our relationships and being present for those around us. As I continue on this journey, I am reminded that getting older is not just about me, it's about the people I love and the impact I can have on their lives. It's about the stories I can share, the wisdom I can impart, and the love I can give. And I believe that this is true for all of us, regardless of our age, our background, or our circumstances. We all have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around us, and to leave a lasting legacy that will outlive us. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. Take a moment to think about the people in your life who have made a significant impact on you. Reach out to them, let them know how much they mean to you, and listen to their stories. And as you do, remember that you are not alone on this journey. We are all in this together, and together we can create a community that values wisdom, relationships, and the beauty of human connection. As you embark on this journey of connecting with others and valuing the wisdom they have to share, you may be surprised by the profound effects it can have on your life. The stories you hear, the lessons you learn, and the relationships you nurture can bring a sense of purpose and belonging that can be truly transformative. You may find that the people who have made a significant impact on your life are not just those who have been there for you in times of need, but also those who have challenged you to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. As you listen to their stories, you may hear tales of struggle and perseverance, of triumph and heartache, of love and loss. You may be struck by the realization that everyone has a story to tell, and that every story has the power to inspire, to educate, and to connect us on a deeper level. You may find that the more you listen, the more you understand that we are all on this journey together, and that our individual experiences are part of a larger tapestry that is woven from the threads of human connection. As you reach out to those who have made a significant impact on your life, you may be surprised by the depth of emotion that arises. You may feel a sense of gratitude, of love, of appreciation for the people who have helped shape you into the person you are today. You may find that the act of expressing your feelings, of acknowledging the impact that others have had on your life, can be a powerful way to heal, to grow, and to connect with others on a deeper level. And as you navigate the complexities of human relationships, you may come to realize that it is not just the big moments, the grand gestures, that make a difference. It is the small, everyday moments, the quiet acts of kindness, the simple expressions of love and appreciation that can have a profound impact on our lives. It is the phone call to a friend who is going through a tough time, the listening ear, the comforting word that can make all the difference. As you cultivate a sense of community, of connection, of belonging, you may find that your life is enriched in ways you never thought possible. You may find that the challenges you face are not so daunting, that the struggles you encounter are not so overwhelming, when you have a supportive network of people who care about you, who believe in you, and who are there to help you along the way. You may find that the journey of life is not just about achieving success, or accumulating wealth, or acquiring status, but about building relationships, about nurturing connections, about creating a sense of community that values the beauty of human connection. And so, as you continue on this journey, remember that the people who have made a significant impact on your life are not just those who are still with you, but also those who have passed on, leaving behind a legacy of love, of wisdom, and of memories that can inspire and guide you. Remember that the stories they told, the lessons they taught, and the relationships they nurtured can continue to have an impact on your life, long after they are gone. And remember that you, too, have the power to make a significant impact on the lives of others, to leave behind a legacy of love, of wisdom, and of connection that can inspire and guide future generations.